Hi guys, welcome to another episode of SCN. On today's show, we're going to be talking about plenty of flash for very little cash. And to end off with, we've got a couple of videos with some truly spectacular cars. Now, I'm a firm believer in buying used, as you've probably noticed, but there's a lot of guys out there watching who will only ever buy new cars, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But for my money, I've got to tell you, I would like to drive some truly spectacular stuff. The problem with buying new is you tend to drive fairly middle-of-the-road cars because of your budget. Now, I want to put you into cars that are plenty of flash for very little cash, that you only have to spend 200,000 Rand on, yet feel like $1 million. So my pick 6, are cars that are all available on Surf4Cars probably right now. So after the show, get online, check out Surf4Cars and prove me wrong. Now the first one on my pick 6 has got to be the Mercedes-Benz 500 SL. You can buy a stunning 2000 or 2001 example at under budget of 200,000 Rand. Now these cars standing in the car park still look like 600,000 or 700,000 Rands worth of car. They're a pleasure to service and they're a pleasure to run. Now, in that bracket, if you're not looking for a two-door and you're looking for something a little bit more practical, Audi have got a spectacular four-door saloon option. You can go out and buy yourself an 05 or 06 Audi A8 4.2. Now, these cars came beautifully equipped, absolutely everything. Navigation, rear camera, they've got solar sunroof, there's not a toy on that they don't have. Real value for money. Mercedes-Benz as well, I've got an S350. Now that's great value for money in a motor car. The S350 can be bought if you're buying a 2008, again, at under 200,000 Rand. Find a car with a great service history, find a car that's been fully serviced by the manufacturers, and you've got yourself the best value for money in the world. BMW, not to be outdone, have got two options. They've got an 08 730 diesel, which you can find on the net, on Surf4Cars, at under 200,000 Rand, I kid you not. Or if you want to push the boat out, buy a 2005 750. The 750 represents the best value for money in the world. These cars were over 1.8 million Rand new at under 200,000 Rand. That's got to represent plenty of flash for very little cash. For my money, I take the 730 over the 750, a lot better on consumption. But for me, the very best value for money in town bar none has got to be the Jaguar XK8 convertible. Who would have believed you can buy a 98, 99 XK8 convertible at under 200,000 Rand? Now these cars to me still look like $1 million Rand. And I've got to tell you, each one of these cars is a classic and each one can be serviced by a qualified technician, an independent mechanic who's not necessarily attached to a franchise dealership. So when it comes to buying a depreciating asset, pick the one that represents the biggest value. Pick the one that's plenty of flash for very little cash. And talking about that, look at this flash. How was that for plenty of flash? Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button and check out the original video on the links below. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. I've been Nick, it's been real. We'll see you soon.
Surf4Cars.